Python built-in functions. You've reviewed the Python mathematical operations, and so you should be comfortable with doing calculations in Python. You know that multiplication is shown using the asterisk symbol and division using a slash. There are many other mathematical operations that we could find useful, but there aren't enough symbols to use for them. Python has a set of commands, or built-in functions, that we can use to carry out these mathematical operations. Imagine that we want the program to pick out the largest number in a set of numbers. We don't have a symbol for that, but there is a built-in Python function we can use. This function is called the max function. Let's open idle and try this. We type in max and an open parenthesis. The pop-up box is a reminder of what the function does, but it probably doesn't make much sense to you right now, so we'll just ignore it for the moment. Then we type in the arguments to the function and close the parenthesis. Arguments are the inputs to the function, and we say that we pass the arguments to the function. You can see that I am about to pass two arguments to the function max. The arguments' values are 12.7 and 18.6. So this is a function call with arguments 12.7 and 18.6. Close parenthesis. When I hit enter, Python will evaluate that function call and tell me that 18.6 is the bigger of the two numbers. Now, because this is Python 2.4, it gives you a wacky number with lots of decimal places. Don't worry about it, because when you use this, it's still going to give you the right answer. Let's get back to functions. When we call a function, we need to put in the name of the function, open a parenthesis, give a list of arguments separated by commas, and close the parenthesis. When a function is called, Python first evaluates the arguments and then calls the function. We can call max with several arguments. Let's try it using 4 arguments. We'll type in 1.8, 3.5, 27.9, and 2.8. It tells us that the biggest is 27.9. You do remember how to round, right? We can also call it not only with floats, as we have been doing, but with ints. Let's try it with 3 ints. We'll use 13, 56, and 23. And because we're using ints, it just returns an int. Nice and simple. And finally, it's possible to pass in arguments of 2 different types. We'll pass a float argument of 3.1 together with an int argument of 15, and it quite happily gives us the correct answer.